Hello Go Sports family. I hope you're all having a fantastic day today. Today guys, I'm going to be showing off our production area in my office today. And I'm going to be showing kind of what's done in the production area, like our heat press machine, our banner machine, and our main thing, our embroidery machine. I'll be also going over my office too, and where I do all my work. I'll be basically just going over each section of this room and my room and just explaining a little bit about each thing and what's the function of it so you can get a better understanding of what is done here. So guys, let's not waste any more time and let's get right into the video. So guys, as you first walk into this area, the first thing that you'll see is our heat press machine. Now, if you see, there's two right here, but there's also two in the back. The reason we have this is because depending on the demand and how many people are ordering. So right now, obviously in the coronavirus time, we're only using one or two machines, but usually when it's very high and a lot of people need, when we need to use a heat press machines, we're usually using all four. Now, you might be wondering, what does our heat press machine do? Our heat press machine has basically, you could categorize it in one section, but you could say there's two main uses of it. The first one, and this is the main reason we use it for, is to put numbers onto our jerseys or shirts. This means if you have a basketball jersey, football jersey, baseball jersey, cheerleading jersey, whatever it is, when we need to put a number on it, we put it with the heat press machine. Well, at least a transfer number. And what I mean by this is what a transfer number looks like. We usually take these types of numbers and we put that onto our shirts. Now, there is two types of numbers that can be put onto shirts. There can be shirts that are put on with ink, which is done in our screen printing area, but there's a second option, which is to transfer numbers, which is done with the heat press machine. And that's how we usually put our numbers onto our jerseys. But another thing that is done with the heat press machine is how we put our logos onto it. Now, obviously, just the same way how we have ink and transfers for our numbers, the same way we have for our logos. They're also done with the screen printing, but sometimes we have transfer logos that can be done with the heat press machine. But usually, we don't really usually do that, it's just sometimes when we need to. Now that we've seen what the heat press machines do, as we walk in, you'll see that we have this big shelf over here. This shelf is basically our numbers and their different sizings and their different colors. You can see that some of the boxes have a 6 on it, some of them have a 4 on it. The difference is 6 means how big big the number is. 6 means that it's a 6-inch number, 4 means it's a 4-inch number. Depending on what shirt size you have, usually when it's a bigger shirt, you have a bigger number, so we usually use 6 inches. If you have usually a smaller shirt, we usually use a 4-inch number. And we have different colors: red, purple, green, gold, whatever you want. We have all these different options because we want it customized to your choice, so you can decorate the way you want it and you can make it look the way you want it to look. So that's why we have all these different color options. As you walk here, you just see one of our cutters. This is just for cutting plaques and stuff. Nothing to really explain here. As you walk down here, you'll see more of our heat press machines. Like I've already showed you guys, we just use these when we need to. Now, this is another big function of what's done into this office. You'll see our banner machine. Now, obviously, the main function is literally in its name. It's a banner machine, so we create banners with this. So if you have an event coming up, and if you have a sports event, or you need something to kind of like showcase your logo and showcase a little bit of your details and stuff, and you need a banner for it, we can do that for you with this banner machine. As you can see, this banner we have back here shows all the different colors, shades, and colors that we can do for your banner. So if you have a certain specific green or purple that you need for your logo or design, we have all those color options that can be done onto your banner. Another thing, we use these banners for our office, like I showed you in my last video, and you'll see in my office today too, that there's a lot of banners everywhere, and they're all done by this banner machine. Another thing that you might be surprised that can be done by this is actually we create logo decal stickers and bumper stickers with this machine. There's actually a different paper that we can put into this that has a very sticky paper, which we can cut into and make it into a logo decal or sticker. So if you have a certain logo or design that you need it to become into a sticker, we can use the banner machine to make that happen. Now, you might be hearing some noise in the background of our video, and a lot of that noise is actually coming from our embroidery machine. Now this is one of the main functions in this whole room. Now, the first thing you'll probably think that catches your eye about an embroidery machine is all these different colors we have on the top. Now these are all these different colors, and I'll tell you why we have this. We have all these different colors is because unlike screen printing where you can only use max up to 3 to 4 colors or even 5 colors, when you use that many colors, you can use that much, but it's usually very expensive. However, when you use an embroidery machine, you can go up to 15 colors of your choice. And this is usually a cheaper option to go with other than going up to 4 to 5 colors on your screen printing to put a logo or design on your shirt. So you'll see that there's a lot of color options here. And even when you come around, and you'll see that there's even more color options over here. We have all these different shades we have yellow, green, pink, blue, purple, all these different colors that can be put onto your shirt depending on what logo, what color, what design do you want. And I'll tell you some of the benefits of why people choose embroidery over screen printing. One of the main reasons, like I said, is color. But another big reason is because, as you can see on my shirt right here, and I'll show you some examples later, that this is a more 3D look to it. It's more popping out on you. I mean, when you look at it, other than a screen printing, it is very flat in 2D. While on an embroidery, it is more stitched into the shirt and it pops out on you. So it really catches your eye. So this is one of the main reasons, and it looks way more professional. Usually for polo shirts, a lot of people do get embroidery for it. Yes, jerseys and stuff, but a lot of times when you're getting a polo, most people will get a embroidery shirt because looks very professional. And you can obviously see I look way more professional with having this rather than me having a screen printing design. Another reason people choose this is because of the texture of it. A lot of times it's very 2D for it and a very flat feeling for a screen printing. But for this, it is very, if you felt the texture of this, or if you've ever had an embroidery one, you'll see that it has a very more thicker texture to it and you can feel it more on this. But there are a couple of downsides to embroidery which kind of leads people to not do it. One of the downsides of it is you cannot have very big logos. While on screen printing, I'll show you in my next video, there's very big screens and you can put very big logos on there, cover your shirt with it. While as you can see right here, it is very small. You can see it's only maybe 5 inches or 6 inches how wide it is, and you really can't put a very big logo on your shirt with this machine. You have to have usually relatively a small design on your shirt. And usually another reason is because you can't go in very detail because these strings are pretty thick compared to for detailed drawings. You'll see that if you want very in-depth, you cannot do this with embroidery because these are too thick to do it. Now, before we go into my office, I just quickly want to show you a little bit of the difference of embroidery, and then we'll go ahead in my office. As you guys can see how this is another embroidery logo. You can see how it's more 3D and it's more puffed out and it's stitched into the shirt. You can see another one right here, how it's more puffed out. And you can actually see, this is another thing I need to mention, is this is called a tack and twill. What this means is for this number, there's actually a stitching around it, which makes it pop out, and that gives you a different feeling to it than compared to a transfer number or a regular screen printing number. See, you can see the difference, right? See how this is popping out, while on this screen printed jersey is very 2D and flat. The numbers are flatter, and everything is just 2D right here. Obviously, it's a preference. Some people do like the logo. I like this design too. But as you see, the difference is 2D, while this is more 3D looking. So that's really it for the embroidery room. There's for the embroidery room, the banner, and the heat press machine. So all that's really left to show you is my office. Now, my office, to tell you guys, my office is in production right now. So it is not done yet. So I'll just quickly show you right now how it looks like. But in a future video, that is soon to come, I'll show you my remake of my office from where it was a little bit unclean to where I remake it into this nice office. It's not done yet. You're kind of gonna get a sneak peek right now in the middle of the process. So we're gonna go in this little bit of this dark hallway, and it's a little dark in here. But when you walk into my office, now this is my office. There is still a little bit of stuff around. It's still a little clean. Like I said, it's not done yet. But you'll see in my transfer video how I'm going to clean all this up and I'm going to put a lot of design in. Now the first thing that you'll see actually in my office is, and Like I've mentioned this in my last office video when we showed the front one, we have a lot of these, and I actually printed this banner out just for this office especially. Why? As me being here in this office and being a part of this company, it's very important for me at least to when walking, I need to remind myself, why am I here? So that's why you'll see the first thing that you'll see other than our logo is our mission. What is the Go Sports mission for our company? If you guys go a couple of videos back, you'll see when I go in depth and talk about what are our values and what do we do at Go Sports. And I like to always come into our office and just remind myself, why am I here and what is our mission? And you'll look down here, we also have our Go Sports core values. Is just another great reminder for when I'm doing my work and when I walk into this office. It's a great reminder to keep in my mind of what is our rules and regulations for our office and what should I be meeting for our standards. Over here, like I've mentioned before in my last video, when you work a lot and when you work 20 plus years, you get a lot of information. So this is just a continuation of that information that you get up. Another thing that I want to show you guys is just another banner I have on this wall. Now, this reason I got this banner is because for future videos to come where I'm not going to be moving around a lot and just kind of just explaining videos. So this is kind of a nice backdrop for that. So when you're making a video, this kind of just gives it a nice backdrop. It gives it our social media accounts and what this has. So you guys can check that out. It has our tagline, every order on time, every time. And that has our three main things that we focus at Go Sports Warehouse. It's customer service, quality, and on-time delivery. There are three main things that we focus, so this is just a nice backdrop to have for our videos that are soon to come on the Go Sports YouTube channel. Now guys, that's it for the second part of our Go Sports Warehouse showing it off. So guys, that's it for this video. In the next video, we'll be going over where the screen printing, and we're going over another production room where screen printing and counting boxes, and you'll see what happens in that area. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this video today, and until next time guys, goodbye.